Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
All out there. Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Hello, and welcome here to Charlotte Motor Speedway with the Frosty Racing community and their Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series here for the World 600. Looking forward to an exciting race here tonight. About 5 minutes left in practice. These drivers getting their last few laps here, trying to set themselves up for this 250 mile or 250 lap race around this 2.5 mile racetrack, going 500 miles. No, it's 1.5 miles, excuse me. So I don't know the math on that. That's okay. But the World 600 here tonight with the Frosty Racing community and their Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series. Race number 5 of this season, season 14 here. Big thank you to the partners and sponsors of Frosty Racing community. Big thank you to Great Divide Motorsports, Joeyguy Collectibles, and Mickey1414 on Twitch. Big thank you to those guys. ECE Racing as well. Last week we were at North Wilkesboro for the ECE Racing 400. This week, taking on Charlotte Motor Speedway. Let's pull up our little race info here for the FRC Season 14 World 600 at the Charlotte Oval. 1.5 miles, 1.46 to be exact. I think that is measured right around the middle of the racetrack, right around the center, around the whole. So if you were to go to the outside wall, I believe they make it a whole 1.5 miles, but I may be incorrect. That's what I've heard. It's what I've heard. Looking like a nice 87 degrees out tonight. Looks like a little bit warm there for the drivers. That track going to be a little bit hot there in Concord. Luckily, got to visit this track. Didn't get to go inside. One of the tracks I wish I did get to experience a little bit more of. Got to pass by and check it out. Check out the dirt track over next door. But unfortunately, didn't get to do too much more than that. As we take a look around here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, these drivers getting ready to take on these 250 laps. Do a little bit of a race analysis here. Gonna be stage 1 on lap 61. Stage 2 coming out at lap 121. And stage 3 adding an extra stage to the FRC Joeyguys Collectible Cup Series. Normally only running 2 stages. Tonight we're gonna have 3. That third stage coming out at lap 181. It's gonna be 3 stages here tonight at Charlotte. The stage almost set here. A minute and a half left in practice. Things are about to heat up here in Charlotte, over in Concord at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Gonna be an exciting night of racing here for the Frosty Racing community and their Joeyguys Collectible Cup Series. Want to give a big thank you to our partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to Push the Edge, Tier 1 Setup Shop. Make sure if you do, go ahead, check out Tier 1 Setup Shop. Use code FEARLESS, FEARLESS, for 10% off over there. Make sure to go ahead and get your setup. Dirt, asphalt, whatever you need, they got you covered over there. Admin Box, thank you to them. Also use code FEARLESS-BOX. That's FEARLESS-BOXX. 10% off over at Admin Box. Big thank you to Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and, of course, Fearless Broadcasting, having me up here in the booth. Greg Thielsen up here tonight. Looking forward to a fun one here. Let's go ahead, jump over to a quick ad break as they roll over to qualifying. When we come back, let's check back with qualifying. Till then, we will be right back.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all 3 eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both off the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there.
get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
Welcome back here to Charlotte Motor Speedway. See the drivers taking to the track here for qualifying. Pull down our tower. Looks like Aiden Davis up on top. Jose Rodriguez sitting in second. Quincy Strawhacker and Cade Ferguson. Jason Grimes up in the top 5 as they sit. Quite a few drivers out there not putting down a lap so far here. Plenty of time here left in qualifying. About 7 minutes, I think. So we got a little bit of time. Hopefully you guys really enjoying your night tonight here on the Friday night. Having myself a great day. Hope you all are as well. Watching Michael Sexton in that number 14 here begin his qualifying run. Currently up in that 6th spot with that Cheerwine number 14 up top. Jumping to that top spot, Landon Brown in the 15. There in 3rd, that number 16. Rudolph King jumping up to that 3rd spot. We got Kaysen White in that 77. Jumped up to 10. Looks like this 88 Jaden Malugan sitting in 11th currently as he shuts it down for his qualifying run. Phil Brown in this number 69 getting a few laps out there. I'm gonna reload my trading paints because not 100% sure it's working correctly. There we go. Looks kind of funky. We'll see. So sorry, making sure. Load it all back in. There we go. Ethan Park jumping up to 8th as it loads his paint scheme here. Landon Brown. Why does it show same paint scheme for so many people? Very confused on that one. As we see that number 60, Logan Gill going out for his qualifying run. Not set a time yet. I see Alex Urbina jumping up to 7th there. I think Trading Paint's finally updated there. That number 12 jumping up to 7th. Jesus Orozco jumping out on the racetrack. Has not set a lap yet. Logan Gill to that 2nd position in the number 60 machine. Great job by him. Absolutely ripping in that hot rod. Jump over to the 98 here. Shutting it down, coming 11th. Nathan Gleason in 15th. See if he jumps up. Shutting it down for his 2nd lap. Not better than that first one. Logan Gill is still out there making some laps, it looks like. Trying to get some practice out there. Looks like no more cars out on the racetrack there. And we're gonna jump out here, take a look around this beautiful racetrack. A few minutes left here in qualifying. Once again, thank you for stopping by here live at Fearless Broadcasting, bringing you the Frosty Racing community and their Joeyguys Collectible Cup Series race number 5 here for the World 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Want to give a big thank you to their partners and sponsors at Joeyguys Collectibles, ECE Racing, Great Divide Motorsports, and Mickey1414 on Twitch. Big thank you to our partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to Push the Edge, Tier 1 Setup Shop, Juicy Spider Studios, Admin Box, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you guys for everything that you do. Thank you for having me up here in the booth, bringing you the action here. Greg Thielsen up here in the booth. Charlotte about to heat up for the World 600 and the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series. Gonna be an exciting 250 laps here tonight. Once again, stage break number 1 coming here on lap 61. Stage break number 2 gonna be coming at us at lap 121. Keeping a little themes of that 1-1. Stage 3 coming to you at 181. So 3 stage breaks here this week for the Cup Series. Normally only doing 2. Changing it up a little bit there. Looks like another driver. They're pulling out on track. Let's see. Joseph DeSantis pulling out with that number 54 whatnot machine. See what he can do out here in qualifying. Here starting out on his first lap here. See what he can get done in this Toyota Camry. These next-gen cars, quite a bit different than their stock car predecessors. Independent suspension. No more truck bar. Or gotta watch out for those tow bars now. Very interesting design changes. Up to 16th. They are on the first lap for Joseph DeSantis. See what he can make happen here on lap number 2. And coming across the stripe. See if he jumps up anymore. Doesn't look to be that way. See if he continues around for some practice. Nope, bringing it back to pit road there. Qualifying coming to an end. Getting ready for our 250 lap main event here. Gonna be one heck of a race, folks. The World 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway with the Frosty Racing Community Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series. You guys ready for it here? See if I can't pull up what I'm trying to pull up. It won't let me. Come on. Let me get it. Nope. I guess nobody out on track yet, maybe? There we go. Maybe. Well, let me in now. I want to mess with me here. Here we go. Drivers gridding up here. Let's roll through our starting grid here. Landon Brown, Logan Gill starting out on that front row. Aiden Davis and Rudolph King, row 2, P3, P4. Got Riley Mobley and Jose Rodriguez row 3. Going to be Michael Sexton and Alex Urbina in row number 4. Ethan Park and Quincy Strawhacker in row number 5, rounding out our top 10 here. Got Jesus Orozca and Cade Ferguson in row number 6. Sorry if I mispronounced that, buddy. Jason Grimes and Kaysen White in row number 7. Got Nathan Gleason and Joseph DeSantis in row number 8. Phil Brown and Jaden Malugan, I'm not sure, in row number 9 there. Sorry about that one. Brody Poole, Ryder Emerson, rounding out our top 20. Sam Hafner and Drew Jennings in row number 11. And we got James Mercy, and Duncan Fall in row number 12. William Havrod in row number 13. P26 rounding out our field here tonight. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing for the first time. That green flag about to drop for the World 600 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Take a listen to all that horsepower, these Cup Series cars getting ready to take on that green flag here. Season 14 for the FRC Joeyguy's Collectible Cup Series. Charlotte Motor Speedway, the World 600, ready to kick off here. Big thank you to Joeyguy's Collectibles, Great Divide Motorsports, Mickey1414 on Twitch. Green flag about to fly. Logan Brown, Logan Gill leading us to that green flag. Green flag in the air, and they're off. Here for the World 600, coming down into turn 1, side by side. These next-gen cars already wide. Lap number 1. Wow, these cars making it down the backstretch for the first time here at Charlotte. Side by side throughout the field here. Many drivers looking for any bit of room. 3 wide coming off of 4. A lot of drivers looking for any bit of room to move forward here. Take a look at that number 14, Michael Sexton on the bottom there. Of that number 12, Alex Urbina on the outside. No, that's the number 32. Do think that still is Alex. No, Alex scored as the number 12. The 00 out there on the racetrack. That's okay. A few of these cars not labeled quite correctly. Lap 3 here in the books. I hope you guys having a great night here. The scoring tower is broken. Yeah, was it just broken momentarily there, Mickey? I think it corrected itself now. I do believe. Doesn't look broken to me. It might have been when we get started there. Unfortunately, it likes to bug out a little bit. That's all right. Looks like it's good on my end now. Lap number 4 here. Jump back out front. That number 15, Landon Brown, chasing down that number 60 Ford Mustang. There of Logan Gill. Logan starting there on the outside of the front row, able to make that pass for the race lead here early. Watch these drivers dive down into turn 1 here. A lot of the side-by-side action subduing here. A lot of drivers trying to tick off these laps here early. They realize a lot of laps left here. Plenty of stages to make it through. Not worth the battle this early. Track position definitely important at a track here like Charlotte Motor Speedway, but definitely don't want to injure that race car here early and upset your chances of finishing, because if you want to win here tonight at the World 600, first you must finish. So very important to make it to the end. Calculated risks, making sure you're taking the right risks at the right time. Drivers coming through here. Lap number 7. across the stripe. Great job by these drivers here tonight. Single file almost all the way back into the top 20. Not much side-by-side action happening out there right now. Let's go ahead, hop on board with that number 15, Landon Brown. As we're watching him here, take a lap around this Charlotte Motor Speedway. See what he's seeing here. Nice and tucked in behind that number 60 of Logan Gill there. Right through about the middle of the racetrack, enter down into 3. Right there, hug that white and blue line. There on the bottom, it looked like that number 84, Aiden Davis, was looking to the outside, making heavy contact there with that turn 4 wall. Coming out of turn 4, I don't know if you guys saw that in that rear view mirror there. Quite an interesting view here on board the gyro cam. With that number 15 sitting there in second, our pole sitter here today. And that is that number 15, Landon Brown. Really awesome view on board here. Really get to see the pitch that car goes through here, through the banking of 1 and 2, flatten back out, down the backstretch. And then coming down here into 3 and 4, that car just yawing back out the banking, holding you down on this racetrack. What a great job by these guys out here. Hope you guys like that perspective there. Little on board the action heating up back here. Little side by side, that 50 of Drew Jennings looking to the outside of that number 69, Phil Brown. Looking to make his way by, but fortunately, that number 50 dropping back down on the bottom, making his pass right back there. Battles happening here, middle of the field. This is the battle for 17. That number 50, Drew Jennings, up there in 17th. That number 20, Ethan Park, still not out of this battle here. He's kind of getting caught up in it. Also, Nathan Gleason in that number 6. Not very far back from this 4-car battle, 3-car battle right now. Little contact. The number 20, Ethan Park, and that 69, Phil Brown, down the front stretch through the tri-oval, trying to get a run on the outside here. A few more side-by-side battles here heating up. That 54 and 98 go side-by-side. Jesus Orozco looking to the outside of Joseph DeSantis down the backstretch, the 98. Jesus giving up that number 14th spot there. Up a little bit further, Aiden Davis making his way past Quincy Strawhacker in that number 49, side by side as they go through turn 1 and 2. The number 84 with the slight advantage up there on the high side. Too wide behind there, Jose Rodriguez and Quincy Strawhacker. Side by side down the front. Good job by these drivers, side by side racing, a little bit of contact. Rubbing here is racing, that's okay. Nobody making too hard a contact, giving each other a little bit of space, enough to make it happen here. What an exciting race it is. Jumping back up front, still that number 60, Logan Gill out there in the front, leading this thing here so far. Led 16 out of the 16 laps, able to jump ahead, get that lead early, and really do something with it there. Riley Mobley looking on that inside of that 05, trying to get past Landon Brown for that second position here. Interesting battle there. Jump on with our drones here down the backstretch. Battle heating up for that second position, excuse me. Riley Mobley in that Toyota Camry making his way past that Chevrolet of Landon Brown. Looking to move up more, 3 spots up here so far. That 05 of Riley Mobley doing a good job here. In the early goings of the World 600. Look back, a few battles here heating up. Aiden Davis on the bottom in that number 84 of the 49, Quincy Strawhacker. That battle still raging on here. Wow, we saw sideways there. Jose Rodriguez able to gain control of that one, losing a few spots there, unfortunately. Good job. Able to hold on to that thing, though. Once again, thank you all the partners and sponsors making it happen here for the FRC Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series. Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you, Joeyguy Collectibles, Great Divide Motorsports, and Mickey1414 on Twitch. Be sure to go ahead and check all of them out. Thank you, everything you do for the Frosty Racing community. Big thank you to all the partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to Push the Edge, Tier 1 Setup Shop. Make sure you go ahead, check out Tier 1 Setup Shop for a monthly subscription or a single setup that you need for a league race or an event. Go ahead, use code FEARLESS out over there at Tier 1 Setup Shop for your 10% off. Use that code FEARLESS and you help us out here. We appreciate that very much. Also, use code FEARLESS-BOXX at Admin Box. Get 10% off over there. Big thank you to them. Thank you to Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and of course Fearless Broadcasting here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the World 600 FRC Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series, race number 5 of season 14. These guys absolutely putting on a show for us out here tonight. Absolutely having a great time. Thank you guys for checking us out here live. And if you're checking us out on the recorded video, I appreciate that as well. Greg Thielsen here up in the booth. Lap 24, almost lap 25 here. Lap 61 gonna be that first stage. Logan Gill still out in front. Let's pull up our top 10 here. Logan Gill out in front. Riley Mobley, Landon Brown, Quincy Strawhacker, Jason Grimes, Kaysen White, Aiden Davis, Alex Urbina, Jose Rodriguez, and Rudolph. Excuse me. In the top 10 here. A lot of Toyotas up there in the top 10. Notice that one. Ford out there ahead, Toyota, Chevy, and then Toyotas all the way to that 7th position. Another Chevy, a Ford, and a Toyota rounding out that top 10. Very interesting to look at there. As we wrap up that 25 laps, almost halfway here to that first stage break. We're going to go side by side for our first commercial break here. Go ahead and check out our sponsors real quick. We will be right back with some green flag action here with the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, people stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Hello, and welcome back here to Charlotte Motor Speedway with the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. I hope you guys are all having a great night. Just crossing over to lap 32 here. The battle is heating up here for the World 600. These drivers absolutely putting on a show here tonight. Still got Logan Gill in that number 60 out front. Riley Mobley, Landon Brown, Quincy Strawhacker, and Kaysen White. Our top 10 currently. A lot of these drivers doing everything they can to hold on to that track position until we reach that first stage break there at lap 61. Drivers now starting to feel a little bit of that tire wear starting to affect their race cars. 35 laps complete once we cross the line this next time by. Definitely going to be important. Green flag the whole way here so far. Go ahead and pull up our little race recap. 35 laps complete. That one lead change. Logan Gill out front taking that lead. Hasn't let it go since the beginning there. 250 race distance here tonight. Definitely going to be a race of attrition for these drivers. Action all over the racetrack here. Side by side, that 84 of Aiden Davis. Looking to get past that number 69. They're of Phil Brown, just not able to get it done there. Let's jump back here through the field. Jump back to that number 14, Michael Sexton, in his Toyota Camry, trying to get by. Doing a great job out here tonight. One awesome looking hot rod. That Cheerwine Star scheme looking real sharp there for Michael Sexton. I like that. Red, white, and blue, baby. Jump back here, Nathan Gleason in that number 6 machine. And Ethan Park in that number 2, Wani. Looking to get by that gold number 6 of Nathan Gleason, this 88 of Jaden Malugan. They're in that Ford Mustang trying to find his way past these Toyotas. Fortunately, it doesn't look like they can quite get it done there yet. Let's go ahead and do a crank it up. Listen to all the horsepower here in these Cup Series next gen race cars. Let's go ahead and crank it up. That was a little crank it up segment here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the World 600, the FRC Joeyguy's Collectible Cup Series. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I love listening to all the raw power here of these next-gen hot rods around Charlotte. These drivers doing an absolute great job jumping back out front here with our race leader, that number 60, Logan Gill. Doing an absolute great job here so far out front. 42 laps led out front, 42 laps on the board. All laps this number 60 has been out front. That Ford Mustang showing this field of drivers how to get it done here tonight. Jumping back in that number 2 position, that number 15 Chevrolet of Landon Brown, also still having a great night. Our pole sitter, only down 1 spot. Jump back to that 3rd spot of the 05 Riley Mobley in that snap-on machine, also having a good night here. Toyota Camry snap-on sponsored machine. Jump back to that 49 Mobile 1 of Quincy Strawhacker. Started off there in 4th, currently sitting in 4th. Not having too bad of a night. Went ahead and just reset that timer real quick. It looked like it's not really showing me the correct information here, but that's okay. Kaysen White rounding out our top 5 here in that number 77. Also having a good night for him there. Few more laps here until the end of this first stage. Lap 61 winding down there to that first stage. This field of drivers doing an absolute great job here tonight. I could not ask for any better than this. A lot of green flag racing here. As we watch that 98 out there on the outside, Jesus Orozco looking to pass that 14 of Michael Sexton down the backstretch. They go side by side. That Fanatic, number 98, riding the outside wall, trying to pull Kyle Larson out there. It's not enough to get that run. Saw a little bit of smoke there. Maybe somebody catching that turn 4 wall there, maybe. Not quite what happened there. Jumping back up a little bit forward, that 77, looking to try to get around that 49 of Quincy Strawhacker out front for that 4th spot. See if Kaysen White can get that done on the outside, trying to keep that momentum built up there. Down for a crossover. Oh, a little bit of contact. The battle is on here. What's going to happen? These drivers both giving it everything here. Both in the top 5, coming to lap 50 here. Next time around, 11 laps remaining here in that first stage for tonight. Once again, if you're here live with me, thank you for stopping by, checking us out live here at Fearless Broadcasting. Greg Thielsen up in the booth, bringing you this FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series here for the season 14, race number 5. Frosty Racing Community Cup Series brought to you by Joeyguys Collectibles, Great Divide Motorsports, Mickey1414 on Twitch. Want to give a big thank you to all our partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you to Push the Edge, Tier 1 Setup Shop, Juicy Spider Studio, Puffy Swag Shop, Admin Box, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and of course Fearless Broadcasting, having me up in the booth, bringing you this FRC Cup Series, Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series, putting on a great show here at Charlotte. We see a little bit of contact at 49 and the 77. Maybe not too happy with each other there. Little contact up the front check. The 49 off in the wall. 77 able to get a little bit of distance there. Definitely going to be what he wanted to see there. Little under 10 laps to go to that stage end here. See who can bring home that stage. Let's pull up the top 10 there in our stage currently. Jump up front with that race leader, Logan Gill, in that number 60 there. Logan Gill out front leading this thing. Great job by him. Jump back. Landon Brown sitting in second in that number 15 hot rod, the 05 of Riley Moby, battling with Kaysen White in that 77 now. And then Quincy Strawhacker still in the fight with that 69 of Phil Brown. Jump back to that 7th spot with that 54 of Joseph DeSantis. And in that 8th spot, the 92 here of Jose Rodriguez, off into the wall there a little bit. I wanted to see, I thought he was about to spin out, quite possibly. That Great Divide Motorsports number 92. Luckily, keeping a hold of that thing. The 18, Jason Grimes, sitting there in the 9th position here. Coming to this stage, break that final 10th spot here. The 19, Brody Poole. All these drivers having a great run here so far. Logan Gill, though, that number 60, leading us here. go ahead and jump on board with that race leader. Take a look around a lap or two. See how he handles this lap traffic as he comes up to this car here, down off of 2. Very nice of that car getting out of the way there. Moving down to that left inside of the racetrack. Led all the laps here so far. Logan Gill, the class act of the field here tonight, with almost a second and a half. No. 3 second distance back to first, I believe. Okay, keeps jumping around. There we go. A second and a half. There we go. About second and a half lead here for Logan Gill out front. Definitely can't ask for much better of a night from that number 60. Off into the wall, off of 2 there. Race leader making a little bit of contact with that wall. These composite bodies definitely able to take a little bit better of a beating than the old metal bodies of old. So let's go ahead and look back here. Cool little view. Looking back there at that number 15 of Landon Brown and that 05 Riley Mobley. Chasing down our race leader, Logan Gill, coming to this stage break, 60, lap 60 here, one more lap. And that stage break, number 1, gonna kick off here. Jump over to that other side. Very interesting look back there at these drivers battling there for that second and third place position. And that is that number 15 in the 05. I think that 45 a lap down there. 45 Ryder Emerson a few laps down. Able to work his way past these leaders. Caution out on the racetrack. Stage 1 coming to an end here. Let's go ahead. Our top 10 coming to stage break number 1, Logan Gill, Landon Brown, Riley Mobley, Phil Brown, Hazen White, Joseph DeSantis, Quincy Strawhacker, Jose Rodriguez, Jason Grimes, Brody Poole. It's our top 10 there. We can go ahead, jump back, look at that top 20. Drew Jennings, Jaden Malugan, Nathan Gleason, Michael Sexton, Alex Urbina, Jesus Orozco, Aiden Davis, Rudolph King, Ethan Park, Sam Hefner, Cade Ferguson, gonna be that first driver, it looks like, pulled off the racetrack, I believe. Ryder Emerson, we saw he's back out there. James Mercy, Eli O'Quinn, Duncan Faw, and William Harvard. Big thank you to all these drivers showing out here tonight under the stage break. We're going to go to a quick ad break. Quick, be right back with some action here. Back with some green flag for the World 600 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway with the FRC Joeyguy's Collectible Cup Series. Stick around. Check out some of our sponsors. We will be right back.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all 3 eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Hello, and welcome back here to the FRC Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Logan Gill still out front on that bottom. Landon Brown in the 15. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here for the World 600 FRC Joeyguy Cup. Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series back. Green flag here. Green flag back out in the air as they enter through turn number 2. Greg Chilson up in the booth, Fearless Broadcasting. Hoping you guys are having a great night here tonight. 66 laps complete here, side by side for that race lead. The 05 Riley Mobley to the outside, making that race pass there for the lead. Awesome job there by him. Sitting back there, Logan Gill, that number 60, also losing that second spot. Started that restart there up in the top spot. Landon Brown, our pole sitter, up to the second spot in that 15. Things are heating up back here, side by side. Here, the 6 car up on top of that number 14. Nathan Gleason on the outside there of Michael Sexton as they come through the tri-oval. Let's go ahead and pull up our race recap here one more time. 68 laps complete. That first stage break, our only caution there for 3 laps. 2 lead changes. Riley Mobley able to capture that lead. Now, the 16 is around across the field. Rudolph King, no other cars getting collected there. We stayed green. He stopped there on the front stretch. See if he's able to get that thing back going. I don't know why he's able to get it not refired. Waiting for a yellow. I don't know. Take a look back at that real quick. What happened there? Coming off a turn 4 here. It looks like he's really low. Might have, yep, just caught the apron all by himself, getting loose. Off in the asphalt, in the infield, through the grass just a little bit. No, it looks like he kept it off the grass. Those tires definitely not going to enjoy that one. Jumping back out front, Riley Mobley in that 05, that 15, Logan Landon Brown, excuse me, chasing them back down. Getting really interesting out here. The race heating up. Looking forward to that second stage there at lap 121. Our second stage going to be there at lap 121 of this 250 lap race here tonight. The 05 loose around our race leader, coming around, bringing out our first caution. A bunch of cars coming together there across the front stretch through the grass. A lot of cars involved here at this one. They are still crashing there on the front stretch. First caution flag coming out here. Let's take a look back. Riley Mobley in that 05. That's where this thing started. He touched that apron, got loose, unsettled the car. The 15 of Landon Brown able to make his way by, unfortunately grabbing the wall. And the rest of these cars coming through just all trying to find a spot through the grass. Absolutely jumping was that 4 car. Excuse me. 77, a few cars over here making some contact at 88. Let's jump back. Let's see after that one. Shows me this. Let's see what this is. So that wreck breaking out ahead there. Let's see if I can get a little closer. The 98 coming around. Getting a little hang time there. Wow. See this one. Look at that 02 of James Mercy as he comes into that front stretch. It doesn't look like much, but unfortunately, locking it up. Hard contact with that 98. Yep, that one. This one. Go ahead, we already checked that out. Catching some air there. What was this incident? The Cade Ferguson number 71. Here, let's speed it up. So much to look at. Oh, under caution. Oh. Yeah, not wanting to see that. Under caution there. A little bit of heavy contact. Trying to pull back out on the racetrack. Oh. Oh. I don't know what happened there, but a lot happening there for our first caution here tonight. We had a stage break coming out. Pull up that race recap there. That first stage break there at lap 61. This caution flag falling for the first time. 2 lead changes. Landon Brown now, our race leader, that 05 bringing out that caution. Riley Mobley not having the night he wanted there. Back in 21st, down 16 spots. Joseph DeSantis in the 54 also involved in that one in 22nd. James Mercy. Ellie O'Quinn also. A few of those drivers just not having the night that they wanted here. Pace Light's still out there on the pace car. Once again, thank you for stopping by. Fearless Broadcasting. Greg Thielsen here for Fearless Broadcasting. I want to give a big thank you to our partners and sponsors at Push the Edge, Tier 1 Setup Shop, Admin Box, Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to the partners and sponsors there at the Frosty Racing Community, Joeyguys Collectibles, ECE Racing, Great Divide Motorsports, and Mickey1414 on Twitch. I'm expecting those lights to go out here on the pace car, getting ready to go back green flag next time by. Pace lights are back out. Landon Brown, Phil Brown leading us to this restart number 1. Our first restart after our first caution, I should say. Those Brown boys out front. Brody Poole, Michael Sexton, and Kaysen White in our top 5. Aiden Davis, Rudolph King, Nathan Gleason, Logan Gill, and Jose Rodriguez routing out our top 10 here on the restart. Sorry guys, my voice is hurting really bad. I'm getting a little sick. Unfortunately, hope it don't sound too bad. Excuse me. And Landon Brown, Phil Brown leading us off to this green flag here. Pace car diving down into that pit lane. Green flag out here. We are back racing. Side by side for that second spot. The 19 Brody Poole to the bottom of that number 69 Phil Brown. Looking to make that spot up quick here. The Browns out on the outside in that black and silver machines out there in the 15. Landon Brown and Phil Brown back there in the 69. Michael Sexton back in that 14. Brody Poole in the 19. Kaysen White all looking to move forward here. Currently our biggest mover is that Brody Poole number 19 up 16 spots. But Phil Brown also up 15 spots. So both of those drivers in the top 3 having a great night here so far. Hard contact into the wall. That Mobile 1 number, I want to say that was the 18 of Jason Grimes. I do believe. No, that's the 49 of Quincy Strawhacker that just found the wall there pretty well. Side by side racing down the backstretch. Things are heating up here. A lot of contact there in turn 4 wall. See a lot of heavy contact for these drivers quite a few times. One driver leads another. 14 Michael Sexton coming around, able to save the car. Nope, not able to keep that thing straight. Yellow flag coming out. Michael Sexton coming around there. See if we can't take a look back at that. Trying to find where it showed me that. Let's see if it'll take me back. Oh, man. Take a look a little farther. That number 77 there, Kaysen White, making some contact with that right front to the left rear of Michael Sexton. The 18 off into the wall. And we see that number 6 diving to miss. No, that wasn't the number 6. That was the number 16. Making some avoidance maneuvers there. Wow. Caution flag number 2 out here. Cautions breeding a little bit of cautions We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We will be right back with some green flag action.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop real quick, double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth, get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
Hello and welcome back here to the World 600 and the FRC Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series. Getting ready to go back green flag racing here. Looks like Landon Brown, Phil Brown still out in front. Brody Poole, Aiden Davis, Rudolph King, Jason Grimes, Jose Rodriguez, Logan Gill moving back there with that unfortunate luck. Drew Jennings, Nathan Gleason out front, getting ready to go back green flag. The pace car down pit lane here and going back green flag here. Green flag back out in the air. Down into turn 1, almost 3 wide here. Great racing here so far. Lap number 83. Wait until about lap 121 for that next stage. Big accident there. It looks like Nathan Gleason and I want to say Michael Sexton that was. Wow. That was not good there. Let's see how that transpired. We're going to zoom in a little bit there. Michael Sexton, a little contact with that number 6. And the 14 up into the wall. The 6 hard into the wall. Let's back that up one more time there. Take that slow. So sorry, guys. 14 making some contact with that number 6 there. I see a better view. That wasn't very good view there. Let's ride with that 14. See what he saw. We're gonna ride on board with him. See what he saw live here. Oh yeah, the 6 is coming across his nose. No, nothing he could do. Very unfortunate there. Third caution out here for tonight. Plus our stage break there at lap 61. Pull up our race recap. So sorry, guys. Getting sick. My voice just is not right tonight. But a few cautions, breeding cautions ever since that stage break there. On lap 61, 3 cautions now. See if we can't get another long green flag run here. These cars dwindling down now. A lot of cars marked off of the racetrack. Fortunately, a few accidents taking out a lot of good cars. A lot of good cars. Riley Mobley, that 05, up there a lot. Michael Sexton, that 14, was up there for a bit of that. Both taken out there in that recent most string of accidents. But looking forward to a great end of this World 600 here with the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series, race number 5 of season number 14. Pace lights about to go off on that pace car, getting ready to go back green flag racing. Hopefully this next time by. Want to give a big thank you to those partners: Joeyguys Collectibles, ECE Racing, Great Divide Motorsports, and Mickey1414 on Twitch for those Frosty Racing community. What's up, Jason? Awesome Bods. Thank you for stopping by. I see you out there in the chat. Appreciate everybody stopping by live here in the chat or checking us out on our recorded videos. Big thank you to all the partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you to Push the Edge, Tier 1 Setup Shop, Juicy Spider Studio, Admin Box, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Setup Shop, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Enterprise, and Fearless Motorsports. Looks like those Brown boys still out in front. Landon Brown, Phil Brown, Brody Poole, Rudolph King, and Aiden Davis. Our top 5 leading us off to this green flag: Jose Rodriguez, Jason Grimes, Quincy Strawhacker, Logan Gale, Kaysen White. Our top 10 going back green here this time. See what these boys can do. That 15 and 69 leading us off there. Those Brown boys out front taking control of this thing here. Green flag about to come back out here. Green flag in the air. Lap 87 looking to go to that lap 121 stage break number 2 here for the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series. Side by side, they're into the wall. That's one of the Brown boys. I think that's Phil Brown in the 69. Hard into the wall. Caution flag coming out there. Wow. Let's see if we can take a look back at that. Where did that start here? Oh my gosh, hard hit. The 49 up on his lid. A lot of drivers involved here on this one. 49 going for quite the ride there. Wow. Go ahead and slow that back down. Let's look up from our stands fan cam. Yeah, unfortunately, just came across the nose. Wow, the 49 finding himself up on his lid there. Almost inside of the 69. Wow, that 49 scraping, bouncing, hopping. A lot of cars here involved. Finding contact with the wall. Ooh. Still wrecking there. Look up front there. Whoop. See if we can't. Whoop. Whoop. Show me back where I was. Oh. What did it do? Not wanting to cooperate there. That's all right. Let's jump back live. All right, our fourth caution here tonight. See if these drivers can't figure it out. Cautions breeding cautions here a little bit. Definitely not what you want to see, fortunately. Aiden Davis in that 84 out front now. That Carvana machine currently scored out as our race leader. Logan Gill in that number 60, second position now. Kaysen White in that 77, sitting back in third. Cade Ferguson in the 28 in fourth. Ryder Emerson in the 45, back in fifth. Very, very interesting there. See what these drivers can do here. Pace light still out on the pace car. Coming down into turn 3 and 4, green flag. Should be coming out next time by the field. Going to be double filing it back up here, I do believe. As that field makes their way through the tri-oval here. Looking forward to what these drivers are going to do the rest of this race. A few drivers trying to get caught back up after coming out from some pit stops. Pace lights out on the pace car. Getting ready to go back green next time by. Aiden Davis leading us off here. Logan Gill, Kaysen White, Cade Ferguson, Brody Poole, Ryder Emerson, Alex Urbina, Landon Brown, Drew Jennings, Jaden Malugan. Our top 10 here. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, man, my voice is killing me here tonight. Coming down with like a little allergies. Just trying to fight through it. Definitely not what you want to have to deal with, but that's all right. Bringing us back to the green here. Aiden Davis out front for the first time here tonight. Two laps led. See what that number 84 can get done there. Pace car peeling off there, getting ready to go back green, flag racing. That 84 Aiden Davis with a great jump out front ahead of that number 60 Logan Gill. Kaysen White in that 77. There, the 19 and that 28 side by side, able to make up that spot. Cade Ferguson there on the outside in that 28. 15 of Landon Brown and Ryder Emerson in that 45. Able to cruise by on that bottom there. That was really interesting. Drivers begin to single file it back out just a little bit. Battle for third there, Logan Gill. No, that's Brody Poole and Kaysen White, excuse me. Battling it out. That's a 19 Brody Poole side by side with the 77 of Kaysen White. Unable to make the pass there. Brody Poole in the 19. Up 16 for the night. Brody having a great race here tonight. That 77, Kaysen White, in fourth there, up 10 positions in that Toyota. That number 15 of Landon Brown trying to make his way back forward. Started off on the pole, back in fifth. Looking to that bottom into turn 1 and 2. Had a nose on him, now side by side off of 2. Down the back, loses his advantage. So sorry. Makes it by there. Kaysen White losing that spot to that 15 of Landon Brown. Jump back a little bit back there. Landon doing a good job up there. Ethan Park trying to stay ahead there of Jaden Malugin. Jump up Sam Hefner in this 51. Little bit of space back from Alex Urbina. Ryder Emerson trying to catch up to this battle for fifth, Kaysen White. And Drew Jennings. Drew trying to find his way past that number 77. Coming to lap 100 here. Long way to go. 250 the scheduled distance here tonight. These drivers absolutely putting on a show for us here. A few good looking hot rods out here. Absolutely great. That 60 finding his way back up to the second position. We know that he led a whole bunch of laps out here. That's 66 of these 98 laps. Logan Gill in that number 60. Looking to move forward there. Aiden Davis still out front in that 84. Having a good night. Currently led 10 laps so far. That clean air definitely treating Davis well out there. So let's go ahead. I'm going to give you guys a crank it up segment one more time. I know I often hear how often these people, you fans, the drivers, love hearing these engines absolutely scream. Go ahead and go crank it up. Having a great night out there. Greg Gilson up to the Fearless Broadcasting. Wow, you guys, this race absolutely putting on a show. for us here tonight with the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series. Here for the World 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway here at Concord, North Carolina. Want to give a big shout out to the wife, just bringing me some hot coffee, trying to make me feel a little bit better. Thank you, Caitlin, so much. Big shout out to her. She heard me over in the other room struggling here with my voice. It's hurting. No, thank you so much, wifey. Aiden Davis still out front in that 84 machine. The 60 Logan Gill sitting there in second spot. Look at our top 10 there. Brody Poole, Landon Brown, and Drew Jennings rounding out our top 5. Casey White, Alex Urbina, and Ryder Emerson. Sam Hefner making his way up into that top 10 scoreboard. Jaden Malogan making his way back up on there. Lap 105. Looking towards lap 121, towards that stage 2 break here coming shortly. Definitely looking forward to that one. Want to see these drivers get kind of grouped back up. Maybe another yellow. Make it a little more interesting. These drivers all single filed back out here in the front. Like a few cautions, breeding cautions there. 4 cautions after that first stage break there. But now we're back under a nice little green flag run here. Lap 107. As we cross the stripe, that time Aiden Davis out front. 5 cautions is what it says, but only 4. One of those being a stage break. Then 2 lead changes. That is at number 60, Logan Gill, making it out front, and Aiden Davis passing our pole sitter there of Riley no, it wasn't Riley Mobley. It was... trying to remember now. Oh, yeah, Landon Brown. That number 15 machine was our pole sitter here tonight. Go ahead, look at a little weather. We haven't done that yet. 77 degrees. Wow. Beautiful temperature outside. 4-mile-an-hour wind, a little cloudy, 32% humidity. That is a gorgeous night there in Concord, North Carolina. Tell you what. But once again, Greg Thielsen up in the booth here. Want to give you a big thank you stopping by here live with us. Coming towards that stage break 2 break here at 121. These drivers falling in their rhythm here. This lead pack, this first 5 cars, all about within a second there. Just about a second distance all between these front 5 drivers side by side for 5th there. Landon Brown, Drew Jennings in the 15 and 50, getting a little side-by-side. See that number 6 machine of Nathan Gleason pulling his hot rod back out from the garage. Good to see that. He's sitting back in the 20th spot, 5 positions down from that starting spot of 15. Glad to see him make his way back out on the racetrack. Once again, I want to give a big thank you to all the partners and sponsors here at Frosty Racing Community making this happen. Here at the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series, want to give a big thank you to Joeyguys Collectibles, ECE Racing, Great Divide Motorsports, and Mickey1414 on Twitch. Big thank you to everybody and all of our partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you to Push the Edge, Tier 1 Setup Shop. Make sure head over to Tier 1 Setup Shop. Use code FEARLESS, FEARLESS, for 10% off over there. Go ahead over to Admin Box. Same thing, Fearless-Box, 10% off with them. That's FEARLESS-BOXX. And you get that 10% off over at Admin Box. Thank you to Tier 1 and Admin Box coming on this week as brand new partners. I want to thank them. Big thank you to Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and Fearless Broadcasting, of course, having me up in the booth. We're counting the lap down here, 113, about to come to 114, 121 coming. That stage break number 2 here. Look forward to what these drivers are going to do once they get grouped back up here. A little green flag run here. These drivers doing a great job. As we see that 19 of Brody Poole up in the wall. Just tapped it there. Able to not get too much damage. The wall not sucking him in there. Very lucky on that one. That battle for second place. Logan Gill on the bottom, that 60. Looking for a run there. Just not able to get it done there. These top 5 drivers still all within striking distance here. Just trying to maintain that distance from the leader. Not push too hard too early. Definitely don't want to ruin your race early here. A bunch of good cars out way too early. Fortunately, a lot of drivers no longer out here on the racetrack. I think I'm counting over 5 cars already retired here today. Not what they wanted to see here. Once again, race 5 here of the season, 14 for the FRC Joeyguy's Collectibles Cup Series. Heading to the stage 2 break. The battle heating up here. 60 car got passed by that 19. Brody Poole moving up to second. Interesting to see what these drivers do here. That Coca-Cola number 60 looking to get back that second position. Had a bunch of laps led out there in that Ford Mustang. Fortunately enough, falling back there a few spots as we come to this stage break. Clean air for that number 84 Toyota Camry out there. Definitely a big factor. Able to keep that thing out front. That clean air so helpful to doing that. You see it's basically getting a 1-lane groove racetrack. That bottom, most of those drivers electing to stay down there on the bottom. Not many drivers using that top side there. I'm not sure why that would be, but definitely a trend I see happening right now. Coming down 2 to go in this stage break, lap 119. 2 laps remaining until stage break number 2 reaches us here. The 60 right on the back door of that number 19. Very curious if he's trying to work his way through here, get that stage points. Real valuable points here. Coming to that stage break number 2. One lap remaining coming here to that 121. Lap 121, stage 2 break. Expect that caution here at the end of this lap. Let's keep our 10 car little ticker here for that stage. Caution coming out there. Caution for the stage break. Aiden Davis coming home with that stage victory. Brody Poole, Logan Gill, Drew Jennings, Landon Brown, Alex Urbina, Kazan White, Ryder Emerson, Jaden Malugan, and Sam Hefner. Our top 10 as we come to this stage break number 2. We're going to be right back. We're going to let you check out our partners and sponsors real quick over here at Fearless Broadcasting. We're going to be back with some green flag racing here for the World 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway with the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series. Hang out, stick around, and we will be right back.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, people stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
Welcome back here to Charlotte Motor Speedway, the World 600, here with the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series. Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Fearless Broadcasting. Want to welcome you guys here if you're just joining us. Looking forward to the rest of this exciting race. Stage break number 2 here, coming at lap 121. Go ahead, go through a little bit of our race recap. 124 laps complete here. Aiden Davis currently out front. 6 cautions, 2 of those being stage break. Only 4 cautions so far. 2 lead changes. That battle for the lead not held by too many drivers. Only that 84, that number 60, and Landon Brown in that number 15 there. All 3 in the top 4. Aiden Davis and Brody Poole leading us off to this green flag. See what these drivers can do here tonight. Super excited to see what they got for us. Green flag back out in the air. And already crashing yellow flag coming out there. Wow, that restart definitely not going to plan there. Let's see if we can find what quite happened there. I don't know. Let's see what. Oh, definitely don't want that view. Here we go. On this restart here, looks like that 15 spinning the tires. Absolutely just finding himself up there in the wall. Let's see. It says Jason Grimes also finding himself some contact. What happened to him? Oh, ooh. The 18 in the stack up also finding himself in the wall. Definitely not ideal there. Go ahead, back that up. Give that one more view from a different angle. $15, luckily, not taking any other cars with them. 18 as well. No other cars involved in that incident on the restart. Few drivers still electing to come back down pit lane there. I'm curious what that decision's about. Just under pits. I don't know what that is. See what the strategy. A lot of these drivers probably quite differing strategies. Maybe thinking, I'm not going to pit the last caution that came out. We'll wait till the next one. And, well, if I'm going to get it this quick, let me get it done. Only a 60 lap stage here for this last stage break, stage 3 here tonight. That is going to come out on lap 181. So looking for that lap 181 caution here next. Aiden Davis going to be leading us back off on this caution one time more. Still out front in that 84. Brody Poole still in second. Logan Gill still in third. Drew Jennings. Ryder Emerson up in fifth. Sam Hefner moving his way forward up to sixth position. Alex Urbina, Landon Brown. Landon Brown just involved in that incident, finding himself in the wall on that 15. The 77 Ks in white. Jaden Malugan in 10th there. Forward to a fun race here tonight. The World 600 absolutely putting on a show here with the FRC Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series. Lights on the pace car. Yep, going out. Field double filing back up here. You're here live with us right now. Big thank you to you checking us out here live. Watching that re-recorded video. Big thank you to you guys. You guys make it happen here. Appreciate it. Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us so much here at Fearless Broadcasting. Go ahead, share the video out. Show all your friends and family. We appreciate it so much to bring you all this action here with the Frosty Racing community. Going back, green flag here. Brody Poole in that 19 on the inside. At number 60, Logan Gill on the outside. Super interested to see how this one is gonna play out. See that number 50, Drew Jennings, Ryder Emerson in the 45 there in row number 2. Sam Hefner, Alex Urbina also not too far behind there, row 3. Anything can happen. Pace car about to pull back down onto pit lane there as he does. Green flag getting ready to come back out here. Green flag back out in the air here. And we are off here. That 19 out to our early lead there on the bottom. Brody Poole pulling out ahead there. Drew Jennings in that number 50. Trying to find his way forward in that cannon machine. Not talked enough tonight about Drew Jennings. Finding himself moving forward up 20 spots here tonight in that Toyota Camry. Currently got that bow tie. You know, I'm a Chevy fan, so Brody Poole in that number 19 Chevrolet out front here. Love to see that. The Ford of Logan Gill back there in third spot. Let's go ahead, pull up telemetry here of our race leader. We're going to jump on board with them real quick here. Let's jump on board pull up some telemetry, a little bit of more information here. 190 miles an hour around Charlotte Motor Speedway. 5th year here with the next gen. Brody Poole in that number 19 Chevrolet. Out front showing you how it's done. Even drop that tower for you. Give you a little better view. What a view out this race car. Gotta love that little pod mounted like dash there that these drivers have. NASCAR coming up with a unique solution to get a digital dash there up there on the dashboard. We're gonna actually jump back with that 10th place position, 92 Jose Rod. No, we're gonna jump forward. We want to be right here watching the action. Number 15 Landon Brown. Great view of the field out there ahead of us. Cool view out there in the car. I'm gonna go ahead and crank it up while we're in car here with Landon Brown. Let's go ahead and crank it up and listen to that hot rod and its engine absolutely sing. Was a little bit of action there with Landon Brown in that number 15 ride all board. Hope you guys enjoyed that one here at the FRC Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series. Laps winding down here. 181, that third stage race. And it slowly approaches here. These drivers all doing a great job. Brody Poole still out front in that number 9. Go ahead, jump out with our fan there. Do it out there in the fan cam. These drivers are absolutely putting on a show. Sam Hefner out there in that number 51. Great look with that telemetry at what he's doing there behind this side-by-side battle with that 88 and the 45 of Ryder Emerson, Jaden Malugan. He's riding that high side, trying to see what he can do here. Nice try by him. As we see this field fly by this front stretch here. Little view outside of the wall just a little bit. Those drivers just so close. We see that battle for the race lead heating up here. No, that's not the race lead, excuse me. It's the battle for 5th here. Ryder Emerson, Sam Hefner, Jaden Malugan, all battling out here for that 5th position. Great job by these drivers here tonight. Let's go ahead and pull up that race recap one more time. Lap 139 of 250. Already 2 stage breaks complete, so that's 5. Cautions here tonight for 22 laps of the 140 completed now. Looking towards that 181 stage break number 3, our last stage break here for our night. Also gonna be a barn burner there, our longest green flag run, if we can keep that 3rd stage green flag till the end on that scheduled ending lap 250. already here, approaching 2 hours. About 1 hour, 57 minutes live here. Looking forward to another 100 laps around Charlotte Motor Speedway for the World 600 and the FRC Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series, race number 5. Want to give a big thank you to those partners: Joeyguy Collectibles, ECE Racing, Great Divide Motorsports, and Mickey1414 on Twitch. Big thank you to those guys sponsoring the Frosty Racing community. Want to give a big thank you to all our partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you to Push the Edge, Tier 1 Setup Shop, Admin Box, Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Cam Shop, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Setup Shop, Fearless Enterprise, and Fearless Motorsports. I heard a Fearless Motorsports driver out there getting the Driver of the Month. I think got announced today. Gonna have to look, see who that was. But as I do that, we're gonna go to a quick side-by-side commercial break till we get here to that last stage. We're gonna be right back here with some green flag action.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all 3 eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick, guys. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Calm out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
And welcome back here to the World 600 here with the FRC Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series. And Brody Poole out in front in that number 19, leading that number 50 Drew Jennings, and number 60 Logan Gill, all fighting for this stage 3 win here, coming up on lap 181. The battle intensifying. That gap between those front 3 drivers, just 0.4 of a second here. Absolutely, the battle heating up for this second position, side by side. Drew Jennings, Logan Gill battling all the way through the front stretch there, down into turn 1. That number 60, Logan Gill, able to make the pass, coming off a 2. Looks like that number 50, Drew Jennings, with a run down the backstretch, is not able to get it done, riding that high side, trying to keep that momentum boosted up, trying to find his way back around that number 60 as we reach lap 152. Like 30 laps left here, just about 30 laps until that final stage break here for the night. We see a few lap drivers there showing courtesy to those leaders, pulling down onto the apron there. Great job, great driving etiquette there by that driver. What a show these drivers putting on here tonight at Concord, North Carolina, here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Once again, you see that lap car back there moving over for these drivers on the lead lap. I think that's Alex Urbina back there in that number 12 machine. Great job by him. Not number 12 on his car, but that's all right. Looks like he's 00 on the paint scheme. Sam Hefner up there in the top 5, constantly moving forward here tonight. He's doing a great job. Jumping back, Jaden Malugan in that number 88. Sitting back in 6th as Ryder Emerson in that 45. Few cars back there. That 84, Aiden Davis, as we saw, sitting in the middle there. He's back in that 12th position. Few laps down in between these lead lap drivers. That number 15 of Landon Brown currently sitting in that 8th spot. Jose Rodriguez, if we jump back a few here, sitting in 9th in that number 92. Rounding out our top 10 here. Kaysen White in that 77. He's going to be our last driver, I think, on the lead lap. Actually, White not even on the lead lap. White went a lap down, so first driver a lap down, that number 77. Here, as you see, some of these drivers trying to make their way past him down to the bottom, the 84, around on the outside. Jumping back to the 11th position, that 98 of Jesus Orozco. Aiden Davis, as we spoke about before, that 84 back in 12. Cade Ferguson still out there in 13th in that number 28 Ford Mustang. Got James Mercer in the 02, sitting back in 14th. And Nathan Gleason sitting in 15th, back in the number 6 car. 16th, Rudolph King. And it looks like Ethan Park, Mark 17th, no longer out there. Jason Grimes, 18th. Also no longer out there, Quincy Strawhacker, Phil Brown, Michael Sexton, Riley Mobley, Joseph DeSantis, Eli O'Quinn, William Harvard, and Duncan Fall, all retiring here for the night so far. As that battle for the race lead heats up here, that 19 to the outside, Brody Poole, looks like he's going to lose that race lead here to that number 60. Logan Gill out front once again. Quite a few laps already led out here. 67 laps led, able to regain that lead from Brody Poole in that number 19. Last checked back in with this lead group. That 19 was out ahead. And Gill with the race lead now. And lap 160 coming to 21 to go to this stage break number 3 here. Logan Gill in this number 60, able to get back out front here of Brody Poole. Looks like that car handling just a little bit better than that 19 now. Definitely able to make his way around this racetrack a little bit better. The gap already increasing here. Once he made it his way around that number 19, the gap just started growing really quickly. Drew Jennings still back here in the 3rd spot, up 19 positions. Currently our biggest mover here tonight. Currently. Brody Poole also up 17 spots, sitting there in 2nd. Having a great night there up in that 2nd spot. Alex Urbina sitting there in 4th. Up 4 spots from that starting spot in 8th. Sam Hefner up 16. Sitting back there in 3rd. Doing a great job for him. That beast Monster Energy Machine absolutely looking great out there. Lap 164. Leaders crossing the stripe here this time. This last stage break coming to a close end here on that 181. A long green flag run here once again. Lap 164 here complete. Logan Gill back out front in that number 60. 3 lead changes now as Logan back out in front. Those 2 stage breaks, 5 cautions here tonight for 165 lap so far. These drivers absolutely doing a great job keeping it green here tonight. Obviously, once you get a caution, get all stacked back up. Those cautions happening every once in a while. Gotta expect it. Come to know it. But Logan Gill in that 60 out front doing a great job here tonight. His performance absolutely incredible. Started out there on the outside of the front row. 2nd position in qualifying. Currently out front here. Led so many laps here tonight. Just doing a great job. That number 60, Logan Gill. Jumping back, Jose Rodriguez in the 9th spot. All alone back here. Just trying to hit your marks, stay consistent here at the end of this 3rd stage. Trying to make it to this caution flag. They're at 181. All these drivers trying to lock in here. Trying to make it happen. A lot of lap traffic to worry about. Not hit these walls out here. Make sure you're hitting your marks. Not wanting these lap cars to run you too hard. The clean air definitely a thing. These next gen cars just absolutely do not turn when they are in dirty air there. Definitely something you got to consider here as we watch this number 45 of Ryder Emerson trying to work his way forward. Up 12 so far in that Toyota Camry. Looking good. Jump up to that Landon Brown machine in that 15. Down 6 for the night. Started off on tonight's pole position. Sure, he's looking forward to this stage break. Get another chance to move his way up forward. I know he had some contact a little bit earlier. finding himself in the wall there, unfortunately under one of those cautions. Team doing a great job, able to get that car back out here. And let's go ahead and do another crank it up real quick. Let's listen to all those ponies of these race cars absolutely sing. I'm gonna let you guys listen in to the race cars. Let's go ahead and jump it down to a crank it up. And welcome back here. That number 15 there, Landon Brown, side by side with the 02 lap car there, making his way past James Mercy. Lap 174 as the leader crosses the line. That's that number 60, Logan Gill, still currently out front. Here bringing us to this last stage break here at lap 181. Excited to see what that does to the field there. Brody Poole side by side with that 84. He's a lap down there. Mr. Davis, Aiden Davis, a lap down. Able to get his way by the 19 there. Maybe some newer tires there. Jumping back to third, Drew Jennings up 19 spots. Our current biggest mover. He's doing real good out here in that number 50 Cannon machine. Jumping back, Alex Urbina in the number 12, up 4 spots here. All the front guys up positions here. Doing a great job in his Chevrolet, number 12. And that 5th position, Jaden Malugan in that Target hot rod there, number 88. Ford Mustang. He is also doing an awesome job here. As we jump back to that 6th spot, up 15, that number 51, scored as the 23, Sam Hefner. He's doing a great job here tonight. In that monster, the Beast machine. That thing looks awesome. Love that paint scheme there for Hefner. I really like the Brown Boys paint scheme. These look awesome too. Lander Brown in the 15. Early race troubles here. Definitely looking forward to this caution flag. Flying at 181. Coming up here real quick. It's one slick looking hot rod. Look at all that rubber there on the nose of that 15. A little bit of damage on that right front there. Back out front with our race leader, that number 60. His car looking absolutely sharp. Not much rubber. A little bit. Not too much. Not following anybody, so he don't got anything about that to worry about. That 19, Brody Poole with a lot of right front damage as we got the chance to look at him here real quick. He led 32 laps out here so far. Having a good night. Trying to keep himself out of trouble. As we see Jesus Hiroko, or Jesus or Orozco, sitting there in the 10th spot, move over. Let Brody get that spot back there. Really good job by these lap cars, showing racing etiquette, doing a great job here tonight, keeping it green flag. Just an absolutely amazing job by all of these drivers here. As Brody finds a little bit of that wall, we don't even see that 60 of Logan Gill out anymore. He's 3.5 seconds out in front. That's gonna be our stage break there, lap 181. We have reached it here. We're gonna pull up our top 10 here. Caution flag about to fly. Logan Gill gonna be that stage 3 winner. Brody Poole, Drew Jennings, Alex Urbina, Jaden Malugan, Sam Hefner, Landon Brown, Ryder Emerson, Kazan White, and Jesus Orozco. Great job by these drivers here, bringing it to that third stage break here at lap 181. Absolutely a killer time here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Big thank you if you're watching here live, checking us out on the race recording. We appreciate you fans and drivers, sponsors, partners, all so much. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Come to our 8th caution is what it says, but that's only our 5th caution. 3rd stage break, all 3 stage breaks coming out not due to a caution here tonight. A lot of green flag racing for this 182 laps we've completed so far. Only 23 laps under caution here. 3 lead changes. Logan Gill out in front. Look for these drivers to drop down into pit lane here. A lot of these drivers electing to get some fuel, get some new tires, get back out there with some fresh equipment. As they do that, we're going to go ahead and jump over to a quick ad break. We will be right back with some green flag racing here at the Frosty Racing Community Joeyguy's Collectibles Cup Series here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the World 600. We will be right back.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all 3 eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
GC Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
And back here live, Logan Gill, Brody Poole bringing us back to this green flag. Green flag out in the air. That 60 with a great jump on the bottom. Logan Gill pulling out to that race lead there. Brody Poole dropping back to third. The 88 up to second. Jaden Malugan. Sam Hefner in that 23 up to third. Or up to fourth, excuse me. Trying to make his way forward, labeled as that number 23 with the 51 team out there on today. Jump out here with the fans. These drivers ripping through that front stretch quad oval. All these drivers absolutely putting on a show side by side. You see that number 20 to the outside, trying to make something happen there. Fortunately, not enough room to get it done there. As we see the 45, almost 3 wide for that third spot. The fourth spot there. The 19 side by side with the 88, Jaden Malugan for second. Things are heating up here on the final stage. Group them back together. I told you things are going to get a little bit wild. All these drivers wanting to make it happen here. Little bit of contact there coming off from turn 4, side by side down the quad oval. Definitely not always going to work. That 51 on the outside. Sam Hefner trying to get a run down the backstretch. What a run out of turn 2 down the back, trying to catch up with that 88 of Jaden Malugan. See that number 50 of Drew Jennings getting by the 45 of Ryder Emerson. That outside proving to have a strong run down the straightaways along the quad oval on the front stretch and that back stretch. Definitely interesting seeing what these drivers here do. Putting on an absolute show out here for us. Watch that 45 from up above Ryder Emerson in that Toyota Camry, up 14. We got a few drivers here tied for our biggest mover right now. Let's go ahead and pull that information up. We got Brody Poole in this 19, sitting in the second spot. Started in the 19th spot, up to second, up 17 spots. Jaden Malugan up 15 spots, sitting there in third, started 18th. Up 18 spots is Drew Jennings in that number 50, trying to make that 19 as he works his way around Sam Hefner, trying to get by that Jaden Malugan number 88. Sam Hefner back here in that 23 numbered on the scoreboard, but he is up 16, and Ryder Emerson in that 45, he's up 14. So all these drivers in the top 6 up, other than the leader, Logan Gill, who started on the outside of the front row here, up over 14 positions for these top 6 drivers. Just an absolute crazy stat right there. All these drivers showing that attrition is going to win here at Charlotte for the World 600, because it's what makes it happen here. Definitely going to be what makes it happen tonight. World 600, a long race, 250 laps here around the 1.5 miles out here in Concord, North Carolina for Charlotte Motor Speedway. A long night here for these Frosty Racing community. Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series drivers. They're all doing a great job putting on a show for you fans. Hope you guys having a great night. Once again, thank you all those partners and sponsors that make it happen here. As we see some more side-by-side action there. Sam Hefner trying to make his way past that 18. Trying to find his way past. Not having much luck there, unfortunately. 18 Jason Grimes, a few laps down. Still out there giving it his all. Love to see it. Lap 195 coming down to the last 50 laps of tonight's World 600. 55 laps remaining here at Charlotte. Greg Tilson up in the booth. What a great night I've had out here. Want to give a big thank you to Fearless Broadcasting having me up in the booth. Having a good time. Enjoying this great racing the Frosty Racing community puts on every single week with their Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series. This week out here in Concord, North Carolina. Glad to say I've visited this beautiful racetrack. Fortunately, didn't get to see a race, didn't get to see nothing like that, but definitely had a good time out here. Got to check out both the dirt track and the asphalt track over here, so that was pretty cool. As we see the field barreling down into turn 3 there, Logan Gill still out in front, holding a good lead out here. Brody Poole in that 19, sitting there in second. Drew Jennings, Jaden Lugan, go ahead and pop up our little top 10 as they run. Sam Hefner rounding out that top 5. Then Alex Urbina, Ryden Emerson, Landon Brown, Kazen White, and Jesus Orozco, our top 10 as they run. Looking at that 50, moving to the outside of that 19 as they enter turn 1 and 2 here. See if that 50 can get the run down the backstretch on the high side. Yep, the 19 gotta give up that spot, jump back behind that number 50. Drew Jennings up to that second position, using that high line to his advantage. Very much so. Keeping that momentum up on the high side. Keeping that thing rolling there. Coming up on 2.5 hours here. 200 laps complete around Charlotte Motor Speedway. Frosty Racing community, big thank you to you guys. Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series here putting on a show. Remember, season 14, race number 5 here tonight for the World 600. One of their long ones here this season. These drivers all falling in their groove, trying to hit their marks once again, just trying to keep that thing clean, make it to the end. Lap 201, just under 50 laps remaining here tonight. Strategy definitely going to be on these drivers' minds. Are they going to, I think they got to at least stop one more time for fuel, if I'm not mistaken. So I think we're going to have at least one more pit stop, whether it's under green here or we get a caution and those drivers elect to come down pit road there. We'll come to find out pretty quickly here. Not too much time left here tonight. But we see these drivers quite a bit spread out here now, so definitely not sure what's going to happen. That 19 trying to fight back for that second position here. Watch these race leaders out here. That battle beginning to heat up for that second spot. The 19 on the bottom pool trying to make his way around Jennings in that number 50. See if he can get it done here. A lot of action all around the racetrack throughout the night here. These drivers all pushing it to the limit here. These tires definitely going to start not cooperating here soon. Let's pull up our race recap. As you see, we're under quite a bit of a green flag run. That last caution coming out at lap 181 for that stage break number 3 there. A lot of green flag racing here for the World 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 3 lead changes still only. Logan Gill being one of those race leaders. Brody Poole found himself out front there for a little bit. Landon Brown in that 15, he was out front for a while. Unfortunately, no longer the case. Logan Gill in that number 60, out front in that Ford Mustang. With those 3 cautions for stage breaks, only 5 cautions here. 200 laps of racing, 5 cautions. These drivers definitely doing an absolute bang up job keeping it green here tonight. To watch that 51 of Sam Hefner to the bottom of that 84. 84 Aiden Davis, a lap down or more. So not racing for position here. Just racing for position on the track. Not quite track position, but trying to get out front, get out of that dirty air as much as he can there, I am sure. Action heating up back there, side by side battle between these drivers back here, a few laps down. So we see the 16 now side by side with the 84. That 16 of Rudolph King. Sweet looking hot rod there, that Toyota Camry. Got the 16 like Greg Biffle. Gotta be like Biff, boys. Rest in peace to that great man there, Greg Biffle. Did so much humanitarian work. Was a great driver out there on the racetrack. Gone way too soon. 210 laps complete. 40 laps left to go. Logan Gill in that number 60, still out ahead of the field here. Showing us what it means to make it happen here. That Ford Mustang stretching its legs out front here tonight. Started off in that outside front row second position. Currently led 118 of tonight's laps. Just doing an absolute great job out front here in that number 60. Drew Jennings in that number 50, not far behind. Only 0.7 of a second back to that number 50. Hannon Machine. He as well also having a great night out here. Started off in that 22nd spot, up 20 positions. Drew Jennings, our current biggest mover here tonight, having a great night here. Brody Poole in that 19 on the bottom, looking to make his way past here. He's up 16 for the night, looking to make that 17 past Drew Jennings in that number 50, making his way by there. Not clear down the back. the 50 trying to fight his way back to that second position. As these laps wind down here, that track position, oh so important, side by side through the quad oval. Brody Poole, Drew Jennings know they gotta make it happen now. Logan Gill out in front. If you can't catch him now, you're just not gonna be able to make it happen. Brody Poole in the 19, able to keep it out in front of that 50 of Drew Jennings there. Definitely doing a great job there. All three of these front running drivers jumping back to the 4th spot. Gotta look a ways back here to that 88 of Jaden Malugin. Few lap cars there in the middle. Sam Hefner right on his heels, not too far behind, only about a second and a half back. Now about a half a second. Back to that 51 monster, the Beast, Sam Hefner. Jump back a few more cars to 84, lap down, heading down to pit road there. Interesting, dropping down into pit road, the 84, as the field flies by. First driver to drop down to pit road, I talked about it. Fuel cycle starting to come to a close here. I think these drivers all gonna have to make a stop here to make it to the end. We'll see when these leaders elect to make that stop. Curious to see when that's gonna happen here. We watch the most action back here in the back of the pack. That is Landon Brown, Ryder Emerson back here fighting for the 7th position. We got that number 6 machine back there. He's back in 14th. Nathan Gleason. Real curious when these pit stops about to begin here. Side by side, that number 14 to the bottom there. I think that's the number 14. Few drivers electing to come down pit road there. Leaders still out there making some laps. Brody Poole, Logan Gill out in front. Watch that 19 Brody Poole trying to chase him down here. Sitting in that 2nd spot. Not out of reach yet. Coming to 30 to go here next time by. 30 laps remaining here at the World 600 for the Frosty Racing community and their Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series. Coming down to the wire here. 30 laps remaining. Go ahead, our top 10 as they run. Like I said, Logan Gill in that 60 out front. There's 19 as we watch. Trying to chase him down here. Not able to get it done quite yet there. Sam Hefner back there in 4th. Jaden Malugin in 3rd. Alex Urbina rounding out our top 5 here. Kaysen White, Ryder Emerson, Landon Brown. Got Drew Jennings and Jesus Orozco rounding out our top 10 here. Coming 29 laps to go at the line. What an exciting night here. Logan Gill stretching that lead. Looks like that lead almost up to a 2nd gap now. How much more fuel do these leaders got in the tank? I'm just not quite sure yet. I don't think it's that much, so definitely curious when these drivers going to make their pit stops here. Pop up our telemetry one more time on the broadcast here. 5th gear throughout this Charlotte Motor Speedway. Watch about 160 miles an hour through these corners here at Charlotte. What a time to be alive. Almost 8,200 RPM. almost 80 miles an hour at the end of this tire run. Definitely a long green flag run here. If we take a look at that race recap coming to the end, 28 laps to go. Logan Gill, our race leader, out on our screen in that number 60 there. Another long green flag run here. These drivers just doing such a good job here tonight. These Frosty Racing community drivers know how to get it done in these next gens. Brody Poole sitting back in second, tied for that biggest mover with Sam Hepner up to fourth, up 17 along with Brody Poole in that second spot, up 17 for the night. Wow, that's just so many spots to make up here, along with that 51 Sam Hepner machine, also up 17 for the night. That's just so good there. As he battles with that number 16 Rudolph King right behind him, not battling for position, but that number 88 just in front, Jaden Malugan. He is the spot ahead, up in third. Started off in that 18th spot, up 15 for the night, but not quite doing as well as Brody and Sam, both up 17. That's just a really good night. Can't get much better than that. 25 laps to go, 24 as we come to the stripe. Things are gonna start heating up. The tempers, the patience wearing off. The tempers might start picking up here. If you remember somebody doing you wrong throughout the race here, now might be the time that starts filtering back into your head. Well, that guy sent me around there at lap, 30, 40, whatever the case might be. Maybe now, as we got coming at 20 to go, now might be the opportunity I pay him back and send him to the back. Can't make it back up now. Who knows? Many of these drivers hopefully don't think like that. Just thinking the worst here up in the booth, because, you never know. But hopefully none of these drivers with a grudge out there. This leader, at number 60, Logan Gill, out front, so dominant here tonight. 136 laps led. This number 60 is just on rails. This Ford Mustang is getting it done here around Charlotte Motor Speedway here in Concord, North Carolina. He's got the field tied up tonight. I just can't believe how well this number 60 can get around the Charlotte Motor Speedway here. Doing such a great job. Started out on the outside of the front row, so he's got the speed. And he showed he's got the long run speed out front right now. That number 60 coming, 2:20 to go. Logan Gill just doing such a wonderful job. I can't say enough for that driver right there. As we come 20 to go, I'm going to go one more ad break and we'll go green the rest of the way, all the way till the end. Take a look out with this battle for second here. So we come back, some green flag racing all the way till that checkered flag. Until then, we will be right back.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
All right, back here again at Charlotte Motor Speedway here in Concord, North Carolina. Your race leader out here right now, Logan Gill, in that number 60 machine. 14 laps led here, or 14 laps left here, 144 laps led here tonight. Trying to bring this thing home to the win here for the World 600 and the FRC Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series here for race number 5 in season 14. Gill absolutely having the drive of his life, starting off there in the second spot, up in the top spot right now, showing that long run speed. He had some qualifying speed, started up front. Now he is on top, coming close, 10 to go. Let's run through our top 10 here real quick. Let's go ahead, jump back to that number 19. Brody Poole sitting back there in the second spot. Jaden Malugan in that number 88, sitting there back in third. Sam Hefner in fourth. Not fighting for position here with that 16. The 00 scored as the number 12. Alex Urbina is fighting with position with that number 15 of Landon Brown. Trying to get a top 5 there for that 15. Landon Brown trying to make every one of those points count here at the end. That's a battle currently going on. He also led 18 laps out here tonight as we come to 10 to go when we cross the stripe next time by Drew Jennings. Also out there, Kaysen White hitting the pit road there in the 77. So Drew Jennings in this 50 going to be passing him for that 7th spot. There we go. Makes that pass as he's down on pit road there. This field absolutely putting on such a show for us here tonight. I can't say thank you enough to these drivers. All of them just doing an absolute phenomenal job. 9 laps remaining. Let's jump back out front with that race leader, Logan Gill, leading us to this checkered flag here in that Ford Mustang. 8 laps to go when we come to the stripe. almost 2.5 second gap back to that 19 of Brody Poole. I think that he's got him covered here. Looks like they didn't have to stop for gas. That last pit stop able to get him here to the end, it looks like. I don't think I saw that number 60 of Logan Gill there make a pit stop. Quite sure. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on it, but 8 laps to go. That 60 looking oh so good out here. That 19 absolutely doing a phenomenal job there in second. Looking forward to having these guys up in the booth if they can all make it. Not looking like too much challenge there from the 51, scored 23, Sam Hefner. They're sitting in 4th. I don't know if he's going to be able to get past this lap down car of the 16, Rudolph King. Here coming to 5 to go. And then he's also got to get to that 88 and get past him. Not sure that's going to be able to get done in that the Beast Monster Energy Toyota Camry. He might go ahead and show me something, but we'll see. I don't know. Just too much dirty air there behind the 16. If he could get past his 16, he could have a shot here at the 88, I think. I definitely think he does. He's within striking distance. 6 laps to go, but he's got to make it happen now. It's only close battle here for position. It's like all the rest of these, not really for position. Let's check back out front. Brody Poole still not close enough. 2.5 seconds back from our race leader of Logan Gill. Now, can they make it to the end? 5 remaining here. We're gonna find out. 5 laps to go. That number 60. Can he take it home here tonight? Logan Gill out front. Brody Poole. Jaden Malugan. Oh my gosh. Coming to the wire. 4 laps remaining. I don't think he's got enough time. Definitely not enough time without a mistake. But all it takes is one slip up. You know just how difficult it can be here. One mistake, all it takes. As we see a few other cars down pit lane, maybe running out of gas. Is that on his mind here? Logan Gill, 3 laps remaining. Brody Poole just not close enough. Not gonna be able to make it happen out of turn 2. That 19 running out of time down the backstretch. See him side by side back there. That looks like it was not for position. That's not for position there. Brody Poole catching back up to that 77. 2 laps to go. Brody Poole with 2 lap cars. The 84 getting around him on the outside there. The 77. Also a lap car sitting there in second. Not giving him any advantage. Logan Gill in that number 60 out in front. Bringing us to this race victory here. If he can hang on, 1 lap to go here in the World 600. White flag in the air. White flag is out, folks, here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the World 600. And Logan Gill down the backstretch. Brody Poole just not enough space to get it done. Jaden Malugan, Sam Hefner, Layden Brown, our top 10, Landon Brown, excuse me, coming down through turn 4. The checkered flag is in the air, and Logan Gill comes home first. Brody Poole second. And that number 88, Jaden Malugan, coming home in that 3rd spot. What a race, this 30. Logan Gill all the way to the end. 157 laps led here tonight. What a awesome race by these drivers. Let's see how that number 60 burned it down here at Charlotte. The 19, Brody Poole, giving him a congratulatory bumper nudge there. Little heck yeah, buddy, you won this thing. Logan Gill just came home on top here, burning it down across the stripe into the concrete there in the infield. That number 60 machine here, burning it down, coming home on top, deserving of everything of it, man. Starting off in that second spot, great qualifying run to put him out in front here, leading 157 laps. Just can't ask for a better race there for Logan. Let's go ahead and jump over to our race results here. Logan Gill coming home on top, 157 laps, led Brody Poole in second. Jaden Malugan, like that hard charger for Brody Poole, 17 spots, starting in that 19th spot. What a great night for Brody. Logan Gill with the most laps led here tonight. Brody Poole with that fastest lap, a 29.218. And Landon Brown starting off in that pole spot, unable to get it done there for him. I think he's definitely our biggest loser tonight, unfortunately. Well, no, he's finished fifth. So actually, no, I take that one back. But I'm going to go to a quick ad break. We're going to get these drivers in for some interviews. We will be right back.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop real quick, double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
All right. We are here in victory lane with Logan Gill in that number 60, bringing it home on top tonight. Hey, Logan, do you got me, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Awesome job here, bringing it home tonight on that top spot. So I normally like to get your little perspective here first of the race here tonight. A long one here for the World 600 with the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series. 250 laps, an extra stage, 3 stages here tonight. Give me a little bit of your perspective from here tonight.
You know, we started P2, and I didn't think I'd have the car we did. And I feel like a lot of the guys were pushing way too hard, way too early in that first stage. And I kind of just, I was out front, I was leading, but the other guys, I think, were just pushing too hard, man. And none of them could ever catch me in that stage. And then same stuff every other stage. I mean, I think they're just pushing it way too hard, nonstop. Um, and then I got really, really lucky on about 2 or 3 of them wrecks that I should have been in. But yeah, I just feel like we had a great car.
Yeah, definitely a great car out there leading. I think it was 167 of the 250 scheduled laps here tonight. Yeah, that's a lot of laps led out there out front in that number 60 Ford Mustang. How was that? Fresh air getting out front there. That definitely being a big advantage, I would say. Is that would you say that's true?
I definitely would say it's true, especially I could really tell in that first stage whenever they really couldn't catch me. And then whenever I got out front, I think I got out front in the third stage, I want to say. And then right there at the end, man, it's so just, you have to have clean air. You have to.
Yeah, it's so hard to get these next gen cars turned down in the corner, even with the brakes, trying to get them turned in there and then keep them turning throughout the corner. Just such a struggle. These cars definitely not as loose as the old like Gen 4s or Gen 6 type era cars that a lot of the racers growing up with NASCAR come up on. So, what's the driving style? A little bit different here with these next gens. Do you got a preferred like style you tend to use with these cars or?
Not really. This is actually my first, I have a good bit of league wins. This was my first one ever in this car. I've really sucked, so that's why I joined this to race longer because I feel like that's what I needed to get better in these cars, and it paid off after the second week. So, no, I really never run these. I really don't know how. I feel like me and my teammate just got a strategy and a plan together and just stuck to it all race, and it paid off.
That's awesome, man. That strategy coming into play there. Touch a little bit on that. 3 stages here, so a little different than what we've been doing the 2 stages. How did that shake things up tonight?
It actually worked out great, I feel. I know some of those guys has to pit at the end, but I think we had 69 on a full tank, and we had about 68, 69 in the last stage. So I really feel like it worked out in at least the top 3 or 4's favor. I feel like, I know some of those guys pitted, but it helped us out.
Yeah, I was definitely questioning that. I was unsure if you front guys had to pit there. I saw with about 10, 15 to go, 1 or 2 cars started diving down. It's like, well, do the front guys have enough to make it? Definitely was a question on my mind here tonight. Definitely was worried for you, but came home out on top, Logan. Congratulations once again. Who do you got to thank here tonight there, buddy?
First off, I got to take my teammate in here, old Jaden. Great plan put together. I got to thank you for broadcasting this race, of course. Great broadcasting. You got to thank Great Divide Motorsports, FRC Joeyguys Collectibles, and Mickey1414 on Twitch.tv.
Thank you so much once again, Logan Gill. I'll let you get out of here. You got to celebrate that win here tonight. Great job driving the wheels off that thing. Second week here tonight, coming home on top. Congratulations, buddy. Have a good night.
Thank you, man.
All right. That driver of the number 19, Brody Poole, bringing it home. Number 2 here tonight on the podium. Brody, you got me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Awesome job. Also driving the wheels off of that number 19. I like to see another Chevy up here on the podium. I'm a bow tie fan, so seeing that Ford win, just a little bit eats at my soul. But it's okay. Logan's a great guy, great driver, did a great job here tonight. But give me a little point of view from your driver's seat here tonight, Brody.
I mean, first stage, just took my time learning basically how to drive it because just like Logan said, very little experience with this car. So just tried to learn the track. Then I got, sorry, allergies are killing me this week. Yeah, yeah, got some clean air, and clean air was just everything this race. It was really just important all race long.
Definitely important, like I touched there with Logan. I just feel like anyone who got stuck back behind the leader just was so unable to make a run unless you built one. You had to go up on that high side, get a run down either the backstretch or through the quad oval, and just build such a strong run to get by that leader. It was so hard to make passes out front. Throughout the field, if you're in dirty air, I feel like it was a little easier to get by people, but how was that? I'm gonna touch on that with you. How was it getting by people in the back of the field there?
It was not the easiest, I'll say that. It was easier than passing up front, but it certainly was not easier because back there you had to deal with way more dirty air than even up front. But again, you had those guys dealing with the same thing as you, so it evened it out a little bit.
Well, awesome job here tonight, Brody Poole, coming home in P2. Who do you got to thank getting you up here on that podium here tonight, buddy?
So yeah, I want to thank my teammate Landon. He's kind of coached me through the race a little bit here and there. So he was a big help. And then obviously our sponsors, Joeyguy Collectibles, Great Divide Motorsports, and then Mikey 1414 on Twitch.
Awesome job there, Brody. Congratulations. I'm going to go let you celebrate your podium win there. Absolutely a pleasure. Can't wait to see you guys there next week. Have a great night there, pal.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that driver of the number 88, Jaden Malugan. Am I pronouncing that one right, Jaden?
Yeah, it's actually Malugan, but Malugan seems to be the taker. For mispronunciation.
Yeah, probably the easiest way to read that phonetically. Sorry about that. But Jaden Malugan coming home in that P3 home tonight. Tell me a little bit about your race there behind the steering wheel there, Jaden.
At first, the main goal was just to survive. At each stage, you're surviving. Just keep the car, keep all four wheels intact, keep it driving. And we fell a lap down, fell 2 laps down, got caught up in a wreck. But we just get to the end of the stage. My teammate Logan in my ear, helping me, keeping me focused, remembering me, telling me, keeping me locked in. I mean, just staying locked in over the whole race. You can't let your mind start floating free out there whenever you're just cruising around. You gotta just stay locked. And I stayed locked and ended up driving it up to third.
Yeah, doing a great job at that, staying locked in, driving through the field there. As I touched a little bit there with Brody, driving through the field in that dirty air. I know Logan had the advantage up there in the clean air. Just how bad was it fighting that dirty air, trying to fight for position with dirty air back there?
Yeah, man, it really wasn't too bad because I was actually really far back. I was really far back, and I was just cruising around, saving my tires, and the positions kind of just came to me. Everybody else just wrecked out, and whenever I could get to passing cars, I was just way faster than them. My tires had saved well enough, and I just flew by them and got by them, and there wasn't really much dirty air to really mess with.
Oh, that's a nice run there you had there, Jaden. Well, congratulations there, coming home on the podium, P3. So tell me a little bit about that tire savings. What were you doing specifically? Letting off a little bit earlier, letting it roll through the corner? What was your little trick you got?
Yep, just lift early. I was making sure I was off the throttle before I entered, just letting the car roll and set, and we drove it.
Just getting that thing done here tonight. All right, Jaden, let me know who you got to thank getting you up here on that podium. I know Logan up front, your teammate helping you get it done. Who else, boss?
Yeah, definitely Logan. And I mean, Logan, really just Logan, man. He puts in time and effort to find stuff like this. And I mean, we have 2 other friends back at the house who just want to sit on their butt. I mean, he's out with Logan's wife is dating his friend, and that they're a girlfriend or whatever. Huge shout out to Melissa. Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Those other two
Awesome
don't even
job
want
there,
to don't even
Jaden.
want to don't even want to have any fun. They just want to sit on their butts on a Friday night.
Oh, yeah. Get them out here, man. Get them out here next week. Get them signed up. Get them ready to race. Get them out here. Get them some practice. We'll get them out here. Jaden,
Yeah, they need-
Malusian, having a great run here. Thank you, boss. Have a great night.
Yes, sir.
And, folks, that is it here from the World 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. What a night. Absolutely. What a great night of racing here. I can't believe all these guys doing absolutely amazing here. Hoping that you guys all, oops, I hope I didn't, oh, what did I do? So sorry. What? Okay. Sorry about that. My stuff falling on me, but thank you to the Frosty Racing community having me up here. The Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series Season 14, race number 5 here. An amazing show tonight. Let's pull up those standings one more time here. And Logan Gill coming out on top, that number 60. Just absolute great job by him. Brody Poole, Jaden Malusian, excuse me for that mispronunciation. 250 laps out here, 364 miles. What a night. 3 lead flag, green lead flag. Oh, excuse me. I can't think. Spent too long. 3 hours up here in the booth. I'm tired. 3 green flag lead changes between 5 different leaders. There we go. I can get it out. Can you English, Greg? I don't know if I can. 8 cautions, 3 of those being stage breaks. So only 5 cautions out here for 25 laps. Definitely great job by those drivers. Brody Poole up 17 spots, coming home on top, the hardest charger in second. The most gained spots there for him. Logan Gill with the most lead laps led. Brody Poole got that fastest lap with a 29.2. Landon Brown was our pole sitter, ended up there in the 5th spot. Want to give a big thank you to all those partners and sponsors at the Frosty Racing community. Joeyguy Collectibles, ECE Racing, Great Divide Motorsports, Mickey1414 on Twitch. Big thank you to all of them. Big thank you to all the partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Want to say thank you to Push the Edge, Tier 1 Setup Shop. Again, if you go ahead and check out Tier 1 Setup Shop, use code FEARLESS for 10% off. Also, Admin Box, use code FEARLESS-BOX. That's FEARLESS-BOXX, 10% off over there at Admin Box. Thank you to Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Setup Shop, Fearless Enterprise, and Fearless Motorsports. The World 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway here with the Frosty Racing community and the Joeyguy Collectibles Cup Series coming to an end. Just want to thank you guys all for being here with me. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. I had an amazing night here with the Frosty Racing community and their Cup Series. Look forward to seeing you guys back next week. And until then, stay fast and stay fearless.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all 3 eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Controller.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.